Hi everybody, this is the Baseball Hut, the amazing, spectacular, terrific, the great one, the people's champion. Your host, the Hut, and welcome back to the Baseball Hut. Hope you like this video and hit that subscribe button. We're going to talk about Pete Alonso in this video, but before we get into that, a couple of things as I record this video. We're finally going to get a decision on where Shohei Otani is going to go. Jesus, let's get this over with. Just holding up the whole market here. We had a bit of a dud. We had a dud of a winter meetings for all the teams other than the Yankees. All because that guy couldn't decide where he wanted to sign. I mean, just get it over with. It seems like it's down to 5 teams. The Dodgers, the Blue Jays. Seems like the Blue Jays might have the edge. He might be going up there, which doesn't surprise me. Also, we think that the Giants were probably in on it. The Angels, and there's a 5th team. I don't know the 5th team, but it wouldn't surprise me if he went to Toronto. There's no pressure up there for him. Especially whatever he wants to do and whatever he's doing to make himself so successful, he needs as few eyeballs on him as possible. And that is not even the main sport up there in Toronto or in Canada for that matter. So I'll leave it at that. Also, later on today, I'll have another video on Yamamoto. That guy I can't freaking pronounce. Like I don't say. Got on the side. Yoshinobu Yamamoto. Oh boy. Yoshi Yamamoto. Better call him Yoshi. But I'll have a video on him later. I give you a little bit here and a little bit there in these videos. So just so you know. So hit that subscribe button. You want to find out later on what's going on. So we're going to talk about Pete in this video. Obviously, he has 1 more year left on his contract. This is from SNY.TV. And I want the Mets to keep Pete. Because he's more valuable to the Mets than he is to any other team that he will get traded to or signs, an extension, signs a contract with. Headline: Mets haven't talked extension with Pete Alonso this offseason. Alonso set for free agency after the 2024 season. The Mets haven't discussed an extension with pending free agent Pete Alonso this offseason, according to multiple reports. Alonso, who's entering his age 29 season, is projected to make roughly $21 million in 2024 during what is his final year of arbitration before hitting free agency. Speaking at the GM meetings last month, President of Baseball Operations Dave Stern said an extension with Alonso would eventually be discussed. Quote, we're going to have those conversations, Stern said. I'm generally of the mind that I try to keep those conversations out of the public dialogue. He continued, I'd like to have those conversations behind closed doors. I think they're most productive that way. Speaking after Stern's the GM meeting, Scott Boras, Alonso's agent, said he had recently met with Stearns to discuss philosophies and ideologies, and that he let Stearns know when it comes to the polar bear, we are not in contract hibernation. At this year's winter meetings this past week, Stearns reiterated his plan to have Alonso to open a first baseman in 2024, and Boras again said he's open to extension talks, knowing that he's all ears. Okay, there was some trade buzz surrounding Alonso during the 2023 deadline, as the Mets dealt Justin Verlander, Max Scherzer, and others, and that trade buzz has not totally gone away this offseason. Now, I would mention, I said the Mets will never get the value that he offers them. Because every player is unique to their team, especially if they're with their original team. So the value that Pete has is only there with the Mets. So if he were to get traded, you're not going to get a big haul. I mean, you have Juan SoDo, who is already looked upon as a future Hall of Famer, and he's 25 years old, and the Yankees gave up absolutely nothing for him. They gave up nothing for him. All right, I did a video on the Baseball Hut too, which I'll put a link in the description. You can go there and sub to that. But on there, I basically outlined how that was a bad trade that the Padres made. They were desperate to get rid of SoDo because they trying to cut payroll because they don't have that big contract with the broadcasting situation there, and they don't have the money to pay him. Plus, he was not a happy camper there. That was the rumor. Mike Francesa said that during the summer that he wasn't happy in San Diego. That it was a bad fit there for him. But they didn't really give up much. The Yankees gave up nothing. Absolutely nothing in that trade. They gave up a middle reliever two middling pitching prospects, one guy that doesn't throw hard, another guy that is smallish for a pitcher, a backup catcher, and another reliever. So, you're not talking about a number 5 starter. So you weren't talking about a big haul for him, and that's nothing. And he's a position player, and he's not a shortstop, and he's not a pitcher. The shortstops and the pitchers get the most out of the market. Position players, like an outfielder in particular, like Juan SoDo, he's not a good defensive outfielder, and Pete Alonso, who's a first baseman, you're not going to get a lot for them. So that's why, the value for the Mets to keep Pete is higher than it would be for him to go to another team. But I'll keep you up to date on this. Hopefully the Mets will discuss a contract. If not, we'll just go to the season and play. He'll probably have a big year. If he has a big year, the Mets will have a good year. And hopefully he'll have some protection. Maybe they decide to bat Brandon Nimmo lower in the lineup, but we'll see. Let me know what you think about this video. Of course, please subscribe to Baseball Hut, and I'll see you later.